Even Lego wants $90 now, and that sentence already sounds like somebody left a family game alone in a boardroom overnight. Lego Batman used to be the safe family pickup for almost everyone, but Legacy of the Dark Knight now comes with a deluxe edition around $90, 3-day early access, launch day costume packs, September DLC, and PC requirements too serious for plastic Batman. Possibly, the game is good, which makes the business model worse because checkout screen tells the real story first. Instead of simple family fun, we are looking at the same premium ladder infecting modern gaming. Pricing does the loudest talking right now. Standard sits around the modern full price zone, while Deluxe climbs to about $90. Deluxe includes the base game, Legacy Collection, Mayhem Collection, pre-order material, and 3 days of early access. Wait until you see the computer this thing wants, because that punchline is coming later. Corporate wording can dress it up, but the shape is simple. Buyers are being pushed toward the expensive version before full launch. Early access is the oldest trick in the premium playbook. Paying extra starts the game on May 19th, while everyone else waits until May 22nd. Technically, that is a bonus. Practically, it is a release date split in half with a price tag stapled across the middle. Publishers create the wait, sell the shortcut, and call the shortcut a feature. Gaming keeps selling the cure to a problem it created. Crucially, the game itself might actually be a blast, which almost makes this pricing structure feel more like a betrayal than a mistake. Legacy Collection needs translation because Deluxe language always arrives wearing perfume. Officially, it sounds like a celebration of Batman history. Actually, the package is more than 30 launch day items across 3 theme packs, Arkham Trilogy, Batman Beyond, and party music. Plain human version, suits, Batmobiles, Batcave props, and enough costume math to make a toy box look like a premium spreadsheet. Fans can enjoy that, obviously, but pretending this is deep content is how marketing turns a closet into a cathedral. Launch day extras always raise the same uncomfortable question. Were these items made as natural bonuses, or were they always destined for the expensive column? Outsiders cannot prove the production room answer, but buyers do not live inside production rooms. Once the checkout screen says the cool toys sit higher up the price ladder, suspicion becomes basic consumer math. Customers need no finance degree to understand why day one costumes behind Deluxe make people squint at the receipt. Mayhem Collection makes the upsell feel even more corporate. Scheduled for September 2026, this post-launch DLC includes Joker, Harley Quinn, a new story mission, Mayhem Mode, and the Sinister Pack. Suddenly, Deluxe is not just charging for launch day material. Charging today for a future promise with a calendar attached does not feel like Lego simplicity. Somehow, it feels like AAA paperwork with a cape. Maybe hardcore shooter players are used to this kind of menu engineering. But aiming the same strategy at a brand built for kids makes the whole thing uglier. Family branding is what makes the pricing sting. Historically, Lego games felt accessible, silly, broad, and easy to recommend. Bruce Wayne is not some obscure luxury product for a tiny hardcore audience. Children know him, parents know him, collectors know him, and older players remember previous Lego Batman games. Therefore, the pricing strategy lands in the most obvious place possible: a giant audience with weak defenses. Cute bricks sit on the outside, premium extraction waits inside the wallet. However, even if you accept the Batman tax at checkout, a second bill is waiting inside your PC case. Remember that hardware punchline from earlier? Well, here is where the joke stops being funny. Official requirements basically admit the game needs a magic wand just to hit 30 frames. Recommended settings keep waving the same performance wand for higher targets. Translation: the spec sheet is already asking for help before the cape loads. Viewers do not need a lecture about every acronym. They only need the absurdity. When a Lego game needs performance sorcery in the requirements section, somebody lost control of the joke. Baseline hardware adds another slap. Steam lists Windows 11, 16 GB of RAM, and 50 GB of storage. Keep in mind, we are talking about a game where the characters' hands are plastic C-clamps. Considering a modern open-world release, those numbers are not impossible. Casual buyers who hear Lego Batman and expect plug-and-play comfort still see a mood killer. Buying Batman should not feel like filing system requirements. Technical talk must move fast in the video. Show the spec sheet, hit the frame generation line, flash the storage and RAM, then escape before the jargon becomes homework. Editors should not let FSR, DLSS, or any other magic letter soup sit there like a spreadsheet on screen for 30 seconds. Rapid cuts should answer one question: what are they charging for, when do you get it, and what else do you need to run it? Screenshots beat vibes here, because the viewer clicked for a breakdown, not a fog machine. Presenter delivery should treat jargon like evidence, not homework, because the audience only needs one clear message: This goofy brick adventure is asking for the same patience, money, and hardware literacy as serious adult games. Market reaction proves the pricing message failed. Players are not only saying the game looks fun. Many are asking whether Deluxe is worth it, whether launch suits should be included, whether September DLC will cost less later, and whether this is smarter as a sale purchase. Memorable line for clips, comments, pins, and the thumbnail review: when your own buyers sound like accountants, your pricing message failed. Excitement should sound like excitement, not people comparing mortgage rates on a cape. Visuals should keep proving the point. Flash the edition chart when the price comes up, circle the early access date, zoom on the legacy collection list, and cut hard to the PC spec sheet when the rant pivots. Every visual should translate marketing into normal human terms. Advanced access means paying to start earlier. September package means future DLC already folded into the premium pitch. Frame generation in the requirements means performance tools are part of the official expectation. Windows 11, 16 GB of RAM, and 50 GB of storage mean the friendly logo still carries grown-up hardware baggage. Direct English is the whole weapon. Specifics matter more than generic yelling. Name the exact mechanism. Mention early access, not just greed. Identify launch day cosmetic packs, not just content theft. Cite post-launch September DLC, not just future monetization. Highlight frame generation in performance targets, not just bad optimization. Details make the cynicism land, because the audience can see the receipt instead of being asked to trust your anger. Weaker videos would spend 5 minutes saying corporations are evil, childhood is dead, and Batman has been murdered by capitalism. Funny maybe, but not useful enough. Stronger commentary shows the shelf price, explains the edition split, explains the content split, explains the future DLC, explains the hardware ask, then jokes after each fact. Fact first, punchline second, movement always. YouTube angle is obvious because this story has no barrier to entry. Everyone understands $90 paying extra to start early, costumes being sold like premium value, and parents getting dragged into a checkout screen that looks more complicated than it should. Edition guide videos can explain the menu, but a wider commentary video should mock the restaurant. Shoppers are already covering the menu, the bigger channel move is showing why the restaurant keeps charging like the chairs are rented. Importantly, this protects the video from sounding like it hates LEGO fans. Parents are not stupid for looking at Deluxe. Collectors are not stupid for caring about suits. Kids are not wrong for wanting the shiny Batman game. Responsibility belongs on the companies that know exactly how familiar brands soften resistance at checkout. Audience members need to hear that distinction, because it keeps the rant aimed upward instead of sideways. Structure should stay simple. Open with the price, then early access, then launch content, then September DLC, then the family brand angle, then hardware cost, then forum skepticism, then the fair close. Order matters because each layer makes the previous layer worse. By the time the hardware section appears, the audience already understands the central complaint. This is not one bad detail, it is a whole sales system. Retention improves when every segment gives the viewer one fact, one reason to care, and one punchline before the next receipt lands. Fairness makes the rant hit harder. Previews may stay positive. Gotham might be fun to explore, combat might feel strong, co-op might carry the whole thing, and Batman fans might get exactly the fan service they wanted. None of that erases the business structure wrapped around it. Great games can still arrive wearing bad business. Credibility depends on that fairness pivot, because viewers can smell fake outrage. If the video acts like the game is doomed before release, it becomes lazy noise. Honestly, saying the game may be enjoyable, while the packaging deserves scrutiny makes the argument sharper. You are not attacking fun. Rather, you are attacking the machine that keeps attaching more tall boosts to fun. Industry creep is the broader point. Slowly, the industry moves the line without one giant villain speech. Familiar brands get deluxe ladders, a normal release date becomes a paid head start, launch cosmetics become premium flavor. Future DLC becomes pre-order bait, and system requirements turn a family game into another modern hardware conversation. Then everyone shrugs because each piece sounds small alone. This game works as a perfect miniature of the whole industry. Visually, the product is friendly, colorful, famous, and easy to understand. Under the smile, there is early access pressure, deluxe anxiety, content segmentation, future monetization, and performance caveats. Small bricks, big invoice. Contrast is why the story works. Ending should make one clean accusation. Nobody is saying players cannot enjoy the game. Critics are not saying suits are evil. Reasonable people are not saying DLC should never exist. Core problem: every simple purchase now gets turned into a strategy session before the first mission even starts. Buyers are forced to ask which edition is safest, which bonus matters, which content arrives later, and whether the game will run properly. Result: that is not family fun anymore. Ultimately, it is consumer homework wearing Batman pajamas. That logo should cut through the noise, not prove the noise has won. Finally, Batman can save Gotham, but he cannot save your checkout screen. Pinned comment: would you pay about $90 for Deluxe, wait for a sale, or skip this whole checkout circus?